CEO had barely finalized his divorce when he rushed into marriage with his mistress, believing he'd found true love. But the day after their wedding, he discovered his new wife wasn't just his ex-wife's best friend, she had also worked as a stripper in her past. Unable to accept her history, the CEO was instantly filled with regret, but it was too late. The CEO avoided going home. Instead, he sat drinking in a bar, his mind filled with memories of the wonderful times he'd shared with his ex-wife. Only then did he realize how warm and sweet their life together had been. Fueled by alcohol, he made an important decision. He would win back his ex-wife and make everything right again. The next day, the CEO tracked down his ex-wife and invited her to lunch. Completely disappointed in him, she refused without hesitation. As the CEO persisted, a stranger appeared, claiming to be her new suitor, and warned the CEO to back off since she had already rejected him. The CEO wasn't ready to give up. Thinking of his beloved daughter, he bought cake and gifts and went to his former mother-in-law's house. To his surprise, his daughter not only rejected him but asked her grandmother to throw him out. Showing no mercy to the man who had betrayed her granddaughter, the grandmother dumped a bowl of flour over the CEO's head. Unable to accept the rejection, the CEO returned home drunk. When his new wife rushed to check on him, he wanted nothing to do with her, he couldn't stand her touch. He angrily demanded to know why his driver hadn't taken him home instead of bringing him to watch a stripper perform. His new wife didn't give up. She humbly begged for forgiveness. Once inside, she tried to have a serious conversation, but the CEO couldn't forgive her shameful past. He angrily pushed her aside, using too much force. She fell to the floor, clutching her stomach in pain and begging for help. The CEO thought she was acting until he noticed fluid running down her legs, and finally rushed her to the hospital. It turned out his new wife was pregnant. Even before the wedding, the CEO had already betrayed his first wife. His new wife thought the pregnancy would change his heart, but the CEO remained cold. He cruelly humiliated her, saying, "It's just a pregnancy, who knows who the father really is?" No matter how much she tried to explain, the CEO refused to believe her. Instead, he bought his ex-wife's favorite flowers and once again tried to express his love to her. But his ex-wife, having seen his true character, found him disgusting and wanted him gone. To ensure he would leave her alone, she told him she had evidence of how he and his mistress had conspired against her, as well as security footage showing how he had used her to acquire a large portion of company shares. Hearing this, the CEO fled in fear. He returned to his new wife, claiming she was the one he truly loved. Little did he know, his